Hello, Happy New Year. Last time we discussed about transversal line. Now we now have this young lady who are to calculate the angles indicated with letters Y and X. Before you do this, number one thing you have to do is to do a reconstruction. Although you can still solve it in another way around, but let's do it formally. If I have my ruler for me to solve, first I say what? Solution. I have to reconstruct this. Can you say this? I've reconstructed this. What I'll do, I can say that this is my E, this is my F, this is my G, this is my H. Are we together? Yes, we are. Now, the first thing to do is for me to understand the very drawing. And for me to understand this, I know too well that from here, I have another angle here, and this is alternate to this. So this becomes 60 degrees. Do you get it? Good. Now, since I formed this, for me to find this angle, I'll name this very place, maybe M. You are getting it? Then this very one, for me to find this very one, we all know that any angle like this at a point like this is 360. So I now have it that this one is Y plus 290 degrees is equal to what? 360 degrees. And this is what? Angles at a point. Angles at what? A point. Right? Now, having known this, what I'll do is Y equal to 360 degrees minus 200 and what? 90 degrees. And if we do this, some of us, what we do is to make sure that we get it right. We have 360, 290. It's not everything you use calculator. This becomes what? 16. If you carry 6, carry 3 from here, this becomes 7. This becomes 2. 2, 2 is 0. Right? So what I'll have here is what? My Y is equal to 70 degrees. That is Y. But I'm to find X. I created this M myself in order for me to find the X. So for me to find this M, before I can find the X, if you look at the M here, I have to create another angle, another thing here. For example, this is my M, this is my Y, and they're on the straight line. Right? That means if I have my M plus Y is equals 180 degrees. Right? So I now come here, and this is what I'll do. M plus Y is equal to 180 degrees. And this is angles on a straight line. You can see the line here. This line is the angle I'm calculating. So if I calculate that, we say that angles on a straight line. Angles on a straight line. So I have known my Y, but I don't know M. So it will now be what? M plus 70 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. So if I have it like this, I'll come to this very place. Come to this very place here. It will now be M equal to 180 degrees minus 70 degrees. From here, the 70 degrees is plus here. It causes the sign of equality and change to minus. So I'll now have it to be what? Now what we'll do here, if we take 70 from 180, we have 110 degrees. So it means my M is 100 and what? 10 degrees. Now, if my M is 110 degrees, I've known the M, 110 degrees. Then I can calculate my X now. And we all know, if you look at this, like this here, it's a triangle. Look at it here. If we are judging this angle now, so that this is a hypotenuse, this is adjacent, and this is opposite. But we're just calculating based on the angle. So I can say that my 60 degrees plus M plus X is equal to 180 angles in the sum of angles in a triangle. Good. I can now say, okay, 60 degrees plus M plus X is equal to 180 degrees. This is what sum of angles in a triangle. The sum of angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. Then my M is, from here, my M is 110 degrees. And that's okay, 60 degrees plus 110 degrees plus X is equal to 180 degrees. Now, 60 plus 110 is 170 degrees. So I can say, okay, 170 degrees plus X is equal to 180 degrees. Now, from here, I can say that my X will now be equal to what? X is equal to 180 degrees minus 170 degrees. Do you know why? The 170 degrees is plus here. It causes the sign of equality and change to minus. So I can say that therefore my X is equal to 170 from 180. I have 100 and what? I have what? 10 degrees, right? I have 10 degrees. And this is the value of my X. Now, if we look at it critically, we find that if this place is 110 and this place is 10, for you to find out that you are correct, this place is 110. The angles you have inside here must be equal to 180. 110 is here, 10 is here. 10 plus 110 is 100. 10 plus 110 is 120. Now plus 60 is 180. And that is the sum of the angles on what? Some of the angles in a triangle. So you must mark yourself. If you are doing mathematics, you mark yourself. If you put the value of M here and the value of X here, plus this 60, it must sum to 180 degrees. Now we're seeing on a straight line also. So if you look at the straight line, you see sum up the same thing. It will give you the same thing. So thank you so much for joining me on this very topic today. This is geometry. Thank you. I'm Omale Jeff Jojo.